Yeah, Rudy, Leslie, first things first, Coastal Bend missing the worst of this storm. This is not going to be a storm for us. The trend that we've been talking about the last 5 days, maybe longer, is coming to fruition with that easterly bend and away from us. So this storm is going to start moving to the north pretty quickly here. It's going to make landfall overnight. The currents on Beryl right now, a 65-mile-per-hour tropical storm, gusting up to 75 miles per hour. The movement is more north than west right now. That's another sign that it's taken this turn to the north, 12 miles per hour, and it's about 130 miles to the south of Matagorda, Texas, and that's where it's going to be making landfall tonight. So this is not strengthening a ton. That's surprising. The structure looks good. There is some dry air that's getting pulled into this system, and despite the fact that the environment is perfect for development, that dry air, probably the Saharan dust having a little to do with it, is inhibiting some of this development. So again, the cone is going to bring it right to the east of Matagorda Bay, just to the east of Palacios. Matagorda, you're going to be in line, if you have people there, that's where this is going. Wadsworth and up to Bay City. This is going to be a Category 1, 85-mile-per-hour hurricane as it moves into the Middle Texas Gulf Coast and then shoots up to the north and east. So we can bring the graphics up full here. Just want to show the upper level wind pattern. This is the reason why this thing is moving so quickly to the north. That trough moving through the plains has a hold of it. There's the gap in the high, and you see how quickly by Tuesday, tomorrow afternoon, that's going to be pulling well to the north. So as far as impacts here now, we are looking at minimal impacts, 15 to 25 on the wind speed, some gusts to 30 to 40 miles per hour. We have had a 40-mile-per-hour gust in Corpus Christi today. A little bit higher as you get into places like the Rockport, Fulton area, Seadrift, Ostwell, Tivoli. That's that orange shade around San Antonio Bay. That location looking at 35 to 45 miles per hour on the wind speed there. That could be low-end tropical storm force. And then the winds ramp up as you get closer to Matagorda Bay, and especially points to the east of that. That's where the focal point will be between Palacios and Brazosport, and then it moves to the north, taking everything with it. So we're going to be in for the lower end impacts here in the coastal bend, and the winds aren't terrible, but they're breezy. 30-mile-per-hour sustained winds in Port Aransas right now. You see how those winds really drop off as you get farther inland, and the gusts, again, close to tropical storm force, gusts 38 miles per hour, but nowhere near what the winds are going to be looking like as we move toward landfall and that east of Matagorda Bay area. So as we wrap it up here, about to send it back over to Leslie and Rudy, this is what we've been talking about, and this trend, this easterly shift in the trend, it kept happening over the weekend, and all of these small shifts added up to a big change in the impacts that we are receiving tonight and into tomorrow. And if you're wondering, no, I did not board up the home. We were talking about that a lot last week, and I just had it on standby, never pulled the trigger on it, never did have hurricane force conditions in our forecast here. So, boards, they stayed put away for me at the whole house.
A lot of us had the same idea that you had. Okay, thank you, Alan.